In a health landscape where chronic and degenerative diseases are often deemed irreversible, new hope is emerging. This hope centers around improving metabolic health through practical lifestyle changes, focusing on the ketogenic diet, intermittent fasting, increased physical activity, and careful health monitoring. With an increasing body of evidence suggesting that metabolic dysfunction plays a significant role in many so-called incurable diseases like dementia, Parkinson's, and multiple sclerosis, MS, people are looking at these conditions from a new perspective. Could metabolic health be the key to unlocking better outcomes for patients struggling with these debilitating diseases? Metabolic health, defined by optimal levels of blood sugar, cholesterol, triglycerides, and insulin, is essential for preventing and managing chronic conditions. However, the modern lifestyle of excess sugars, refined carbohydrates, physical inactivity, and disrupted sleep patterns has led to a surge in metabolic disorders. Diseases once thought to be only influenced by genetic predisposition or aging, such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and MS, are increasingly being linked to metabolic dysfunction. These connections open up new possibilities for treatment through lifestyle interventions. The connection between poor metabolic health and degenerative diseases lies in energy production and inflammation. Our brains and bodies rely on glucose and ketones for fuel. However, in the context of insulin resistance, a hallmark of metabolic dysfunction, cells struggle to utilize glucose efficiently, leading to cellular energy deficits, particularly in the brain. This impaired energy metabolism contributes to neurodegeneration, oxidative stress, and chronic inflammation, all of which play significant roles in the progression of diseases like dementia and MS. On the other hand, ketones provide an alternative energy source that can bypass many of the limitations of glucose metabolism. Produced primarily when carbohydrates are restricted, ketones can supply energy directly to neurons and other cells that are unable to process glucose efficiently. This capacity to restore energy balance is why a ketogenic diet, characterized by very low carbohydrate intake, moderate protein consumption, and high fat intake, has been explored as a therapeutic tool for neurological and metabolic conditions. The ketogenic diet is not new. Its origins date back to the early 20th century as a treatment for epilepsy, particularly for children who did not respond to medication. However, recent research has expanded its application to other neurological and metabolic disorders. By drastically reducing carbohydrates, the ketogenic diet forces the body to enter a state called ketosis, in which fat becomes the primary fuel source instead of glucose. This metabolic shift leads to the production of ketones, which provide a cleaner, more efficient energy source for cells, particularly brain cells. The role of a ketogenic diet in improving metabolic health is profound. First and foremost, it helps regulate blood sugar levels and improve insulin sensitivity. By reducing carbohydrate intake and promoting fat metabolism, the body experiences fewer insulin spikes and less inflammation, which is crucial for those with metabolic diseases. Ketones also have neuroprotective properties, which may be beneficial in neurodegenerative conditions like Parkinson's disease, where energy deficits in brain cells are a significant factor. For those considering the ketogenic lifestyle, practical implementation is essential. Transitioning to a ketogenic diet starts with focusing on nutrient-dense, low-carbohydrate foods. Healthy fats are key, including avocados, nuts, olive oil, and grass-fed butter, which provide sustained energy without spiking insulin levels. Protein quality also matters, with options like grass-fed beef, wild-caught fish, and organic poultry supplying essential amino acids without excessive carbohydrates. A typical day on a ketogenic diet might include eggs cooked in butter for breakfast, served with leafy greens like spinach. Lunch could consist of a salad topped with grilled chicken, drizzled with olive oil, and sprinkled with seeds for added fats. Dinner might include baked salmon with a side of roasted asparagus and sliced avocado, providing a variety of healthy fats, protein, and micronutrients. The emphasis on nutrient density ensures that the body receives adequate vitamins and minerals, which are often depleted in individuals with chronic disease. Another vital lifestyle intervention gaining momentum for its metabolic benefits is intermittent fasting. Unlike traditional dieting, which focuses on calorie restriction, intermittent fasting is about timing, cycling between periods of eating and fasting. The 16:8 model is one of the most popular approaches, where individuals fast for 16 hours and eat within an 8-hour window. This eating pattern aligns well with our evolutionary history, during which food scarcity meant that prolonged periods without eating were normal. Fasting offers several benefits for metabolic health. During fasting, the body shifts from using glucose as its primary fuel to burning fat, leading to the production of ketones. This state encourages the body to become more metabolically flexible, able to efficiently switch between using glucose and fat for energy. This metabolic flexibility is crucial for maintaining stable energy levels and reducing the risk of insulin resistance. Intermittent fasting also helps to improve insulin sensitivity, which is particularly important for those at risk of or currently dealing with conditions like type 2 diabetes and Alzheimer's disease. When insulin sensitivity improves, the body can more effectively process glucose, leading to reduced inflammation and a lower risk of metabolic disease progression. Additionally, fasting triggers a process called autophagy, where the body clears out damaged cells and regenerates healthier ones. This cellular cleanup is especially beneficial for brain health, potentially reducing the accumulation of abnormal protein aggregates seen in Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. For those new to intermittent fasting, beginning with a 16:8 approach can be a practical way to ease into it. This could mean finishing dinner by 8 p.m. and waiting until noon the next day to eat again, effectively allowing the body a break from constant digestion and insulin production. Combining intermittent fasting with a ketogenic diet can amplify the production of ketones, further supporting metabolic health. Physical activity is another cornerstone of improving metabolic health and reversing chronic diseases. Sedentary behavior is a major contributor to metabolic dysfunction, promoting insulin resistance, weight gain, and inflammation. In contrast, regular physical activity boosts metabolism, enhances insulin sensitivity, reduces inflammation, and supports cardiovascular health, all of which are critical for managing chronic diseases. Exercise can take many forms, and it is essential to find activities that are both enjoyable and sustainable. Cardiovascular exercises such as brisk walking, cycling, swimming, and running are excellent for improving heart health and promoting fat burning. Strength training, on the other hand, helps build and maintain muscle mass, which is particularly important as we age. Loss of muscle mass, or sarcopenia, is a risk factor for metabolic dysfunction, as muscles are a primary site for glucose uptake. The more muscle mass we have, the better our bodies can manage blood sugar levels. The recommendation of at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity or 75 minutes of vigorous activity per week serves as a guideline for maintaining health. But incorporating movement throughout the day is equally important. Even light activities like walking, gardening, or taking the stairs instead of the elevator contribute to improved metabolic health. Resistance training exercises such as lifting weights or using resistance bands are particularly effective for building muscle and increasing metabolic rate. High-intensity interval training (HIIT), which involves short bursts of intense activity followed by rest, has also been shown to significantly improve insulin sensitivity and cardiovascular fitness in a relatively short amount of time. While lifestyle changes are powerful, monitoring progress is crucial for achieving the best outcomes. Tracking tools such as glucose and ketone meters can help individuals understand how their bodies are responding to dietary changes and fasting protocols. For those on a ketogenic diet, measuring blood ketone levels can provide insight into whether they are effectively in ketosis, which can motivate continued adherence or highlight areas for improvement. Tracking blood sugar levels is equally important, especially for those dealing with or at risk of diabetes. Stable blood sugar and low insulin levels are indicators of good metabolic health and can help reduce the risk of complications. Modern technology has made tracking more accessible, with continuous glucose monitors (CGMs) that provide real-time data, allowing individuals to see how their diet, physical activity, and fasting affect their glucose levels. This immediate feedback can empower people to make informed choices and fine-tune their lifestyle habits. Adjustments are an integral part of the journey. Each individual is unique, and what works well for one person might not be ideal for another. Some people may need to adjust the ratio of macronutrients in their diet, change their fasting window, or modify their exercise routine based on their metabolic markers. Working with a healthcare provider who understands the principles of metabolic health can help tailor the approach to the individual's needs, ensuring safety and effectiveness. The concept of reversing incurable diseases through lifestyle changes is both exciting and empowering. It shifts the focus from disease management to health creation, putting more control in the hands of individuals. While these strategies may not be a cure-all, they represent a significant opportunity to improve quality of life, slow disease progression, and potentially reverse some aspects of chronic conditions. A ketogenic diet, intermittent fasting, increased physical activity, and consistent health monitoring form a comprehensive approach to metabolic health that can address the root causes of many chronic diseases. By shifting the body away from reliance on glucose, reducing inflammation, enhancing insulin sensitivity, and promoting cellular repair, these interventions tackle the fundamental issues underlying metabolic dysfunction. However, it is important to recognize that lifestyle changes should complement, not replace, conventional medical care. Consulting with healthcare professionals who understand both the science of metabolic health and the specifics of an individual's condition is crucial. Personalized care, based on the patient's unique health status, genetic background, and personal preferences, is key to maximizing the benefits of these lifestyle interventions. In a world where chronic diseases are on the rise, largely driven by poor lifestyle choices and metabolic dysfunction, the potential to reverse these conditions by improving metabolic health offers hope and a call to action. It underscores the profound impact that diet, fasting, exercise, and mindful health tracking can have on our overall well-being. As more research emerges, the message is clear. By prioritizing metabolic health, we may have the power to change the course of diseases once thought to be irreversible, paving the way for a healthier and more resilient future. Thanks for joining us today as we explored how lifestyle changes can potentially reverse what we've long considered incurable diseases. Remember, improving your metabolic health through a ketogenic diet, intermittent fasting, increased physical activity, and careful monitoring can be transformative. It's about taking control of your health, one step at a time, and making changes that truly count. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights into health and wellness. Let us know in the comments if you've tried any of these lifestyle changes and what your experience has been. Together, we can build a healthier future. See you next time.